Have you been thinking about starting your own private medical practice, but you're super worried that there's really high overhead costs? Guess what? You're not alone. In fact, many new practice owners are overspending on things that they don't really need. But what if I told you there's a smarter way to launch your own practice? Lean, efficient, and on budget without sacrificing quality of care. Stick around because I'm going to show you how to start small and grow big. Going lean means starting small and focusing on things that you need. Think about what is essential to deliver great care to your patients. It doesn't mean looking fancy and having all the bells and whistles right out of the gate. You're not cutting corners, you're just buying time, reducing debt, and staying in control. Let's get started. I know so many successful practices that started small. Growth came after revenue, not before. So what does it mean to start small? Here are the 3 essentials that you need to start small. Number 1, a small functional space. Consider hourly or daily room rentals. Maybe sublease from another provider who has extra space, or maybe even joining a co-working medical space. So why does this work? This keeps your overhead costs low and avoids the commitment of long-term leasing. It gives you more flexibility to scale as your revenue is growing. But here's a pro tip. Don't stress about having a brand new fancy location. Sometimes a little fresh paint and creative design goes a long way, and it can even make something feel brand new for a fraction of the cost. Number 2, basic, reliable equipment. Again, focus on your essentials. Start with items you're using daily. Think about exam tables, diagnostic tools, and computers that are compatible with your EMR system and maybe even portable. Consider places like Wayfair or Office Max for furniture for the lobby and your working areas. Save on costs. Consider refurbished equipment, leasing options, or even secondhand setups. These can get you the quality you need for a fraction of the cost. Number 3, your EMR system. Start simple. Cloud-based systems like Simple Practice, Charm, or even Curio offer affordable, low-cost plans that meet the needs of small startup practices. There are a lot of others too. These were just the first that came to my mind. Make a list of your must-haves in an EMR system. And then when you look at systems, make sure those things are in your must-have lists. Avoid overcomplicating. Skip custom systems and hiring billing teams until your practice volume justifies it. Here's a pro tip. If your EMR system does handle billing, make sure you have someone on your team that is constantly following up with the denials weekly or daily. This is going to ensure your cash flow stays healthy. Also, you may not even need a physical in-house receptionist right away. Maybe you use online booking tools, voicemail to email, or even a virtual assistant for calls until you start getting busier. Here's 3 common things you should delay or skip. Number 1, a fancy website or branding. You don't need a $5,000 logo right away, or even a super expensive website. For your logo, you can use free tools, like something you make in Canva, or affordable services like at 99 Designs. For website options, there's a lot of marketing companies out there that can make you a really good, solid website that is 5 to 10 pages for, $2,000 to $3,000. Or you can try doing it on your own at Wix or Squarespace. But I really don't recommend this. You have better things to do with your time. But if you are doing it on your own, here's a little pro tip. Make sure your website's clear and patient-friendly. Your patients should be able to easily see how to call and schedule an appointment with you before they scroll at all. You want to make sure it's easy for them to reach you right away. Number 2, oversized spaces. It's super tempting to future-proof your practice by leasing a large, fancy office space. But here's the reality. Empty rooms don't pay bills. Start small and flexible. Opt for space that meets your immediate needs with a little room to grow. When your wait list starts growing, that's when you can consider upgrading your space to a larger place. Remember, the key is scaling with revenue, not before it. Okay, number 3, non-essential staff. One of the biggest mistakes practice owners make is hiring full-time staff too quickly. Start with some part-time staff, especially your MAs and nurses. Now, it isn't bad to have one full-time employee, maybe like a front desk person. They can answer the phones, schedule patients, and help with so many things around the office until you start getting busier. Also, you can outsource first. You can manage billing, marketing, bookkeeping, and other administrative tasks through freelancers or even third-party services until your practice has the revenue to justify hiring a full-time employee for that position. This approach can help you keep your overhead costs low while you focus on what matters, building your patient base and perfecting your services. So where do most people waste money? Well, unnecessary decor for starters, maybe waiting room decor, fancy furniture, high-end coffee machines, and really big signage that may look impressive, but again, is not paying bills or bringing in patients. Also, marketing splurges. Avoid expensive marketing companies that are promising you fast growth without a clear ROI tracking. They might look really shiny, but if you're not able to measure your results, you're wasting your money. And what that a lot of time looks like is, do we have more patients coming because of this ad we're running or whatever you're doing? Investing in technology or platforms that don't integrate well or goes unused completely is draining your budget. Think about custom EMRs or CRMs or fancy scheduling or marketing tools that you never actually use because either you don't know how or you don't have the time to mess with it. So here's a good rule of thumb. If it doesn't directly help you deliver care or bring in revenue within the first 90 days, wait and save it for later. Start with what moves the needle and delay the extras until you build a steady foundation. Now, here are some low-cost growth tactics to help you stay lean that you can use while you stay lean. Build your own referral network. Meet with local therapists, primary care physicians, and other specialists that can refer you business. Focus on private practice physicians first because physicians who work for a hospital system are more likely to refer to other people in that same hospital system. Remember, let them know how you can help their patients and that you can get them in quickly. Also, attend local events, community events, collaborate with gyms, yoga studios, med spas, or anybody else you think would be a good referral source. Okay, number 2, content creation over ads. You need to educate and engage instead of spending heavily on it. Get social. Share these videos on your Google My Business page or your social media platforms or YouTube. Here's a pro tip. Create professional looking videos and graphics using free tools like Canva. It's a cost-effective way to visually build your brand online. Number 3, focus on your patient experience. Go beyond the furniture. Think kindness and clarity and follow-ups. Those matter far more than having really nice furniture. A welcoming patient-first attitude goes a long way. Remember, happy patients are your best marketing tool. They're going to refer other people, write you glowing reviews, and help build your credibility without spending a dime. Remember, starting lean isn't about thinking small. It's about creating a practice that's profitable, flexible, and ready to grow quickly. Now, while going lean isn't the best approach for every single practice, especially if your practice is going to require some really expensive equipment, there's always ways to minimize costs and expand as your revenue grows. Now, if you want to learn more about what a healthcare consultant does like myself and how we can guide you through the process of getting started, check out this video. And if you're ready to take the next step and start a lean practice, then click the link in the description and book a free call with me. Let's make your dreams come true. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.